So in today's video, I'm going to show you the behind the scenes of my entry for the Artlist B-roll challenge that I've shot recently. It's on my channel right now, and if you haven't seen it already, I will leave a link somewhere here. So go there, watch it first, then go back because I'm going to spoil the whole thing here. So I will wait. Okay, so first of all, let me break down the gear I've used to shoot this B-roll sequence. My camera of choice was the Sony A7S Mark II, which I'm filming on right now, and I've also shot everything on just one lens, which was the Sony 16-35 f4. It's a really great lens even though it's only f4, and I'm currently working on a review about this lens, so stay tuned. As for the lighting, I've blocked all of my windows completely because I wanted to have full control of lighting conditions in my room, and I've used 3 lights in total. My main light or my key light was the Aperture 120D with the Aperture Light Dome, which I'm also using right now as my key light. Then there was the Aperture Amaranth whatever, which is basically an LED panel, and I'm using it right now to create this warm feel on my face. The last light was foam LED stick, which I'm using right now to cast this blue light on my background. Each clip was shot at 100 frames per second with 1/200 shutter speed for the natural looking motion blur. I don't shoot at 120 frames per second because I'm in Europe, which means I'm stuck with PAL. If you are interested in picture profile that I use, I've shot everything in Cine 2 with Cinema Color Mode. I use these settings for everything basically, and Cine 2 is also really great for low light conditions, at least for the A7S Mark II. This whole piece was shot entirely handheld. As I mentioned before, I've shot this at 100 frames per second, and as you may know, slow motion will smooth out lots of those micro shakes and micro bumps from handheld shooting. Anyways, I've shot this whole piece with my 16-35, which is really great for handheld shooting. In general, the wider you will get with your lens, the easier it will be for you to shoot handheld. Another really important thing is that you have to plan all of your shots beforehand, because you need to think of continuity of your shots. If you want, for example, use those fancy whip transitions in your video, you need to be thinking of ending and beginning of each clip. For example, if you are whipping from left to right at the end of one clip, you need to make sure that you will whip also from left to right at the beginning of your next clip. Another creative feature that I've incorporated in this B-roll sequence is moving light. A lot of times when you want to create a dynamic shot, you will think of moving with your camera, but sometimes you can leave your camera on a tripod and you just move a light around your object. I did this at the beginning and also at the end of my B-roll sequence because I wanted to connect them together. If you want to do this, just turn off any other lights, maybe leave a small rim light on your object, and then grab another light, small light, and just circle around your object. Now, last but not least are sound effects. If you are shooting a B-roll sequence, you also need to tell a story. However, most of the time there are no dialogues in this kind of sequences. Now I will show you how this B-roll sequence will sound without sound effects and then also with sound effects. So as you can see, adding sound effects will definitely boost up the production value of your project. All of my sound effects as well as the music track are from the Artlist. If you are interested, I will leave a link to the music track down in the description of this video so you can check it out whenever you want. Also, if you are interested in how to edit a music in your videos, I will leave a link to a tutorial I made recently on this topic. So that's it for today. I hope that you like my B-roll sequence, and I also hope that this video was helpful for you. And if you like it, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and do all of these things, and I will see you next time.